Alrighty, we're picking back up, getting ready for mission 2, and here we go.
Our priority on Sanctuary should be the dinosaurs first. Everything else is secondary. Part of that focus will be on the welfare of these animals, specifically their nutrition. Together, we are going to reintroduce them to prehistoric plant life.
Alright, so this is going to introduce the new paleobotany system. And it looks like we're going to get our second new dinosaur, the Uoplocephalus. I had to look up how to say that. So don't ask how, but we managed to acquire some info pertaining to the acquisition of a new species, a Uoplocephalus. Research the dinosaur, acquire its genome, and incubate a specimen. Let's make it the best it can be. No deaths, otherwise we fail. Okay, we're not there yet. The rewards is the paleobotany and the Jurassic tour is what.
With our new island comes new dinosaurs. Specifically, we are going to research and incubate a Uoplocephalus. Start by getting fossil and genome data.
I see you're looking to introduce new dinosaurs to Sanctuary. A Uoplocephalus. There's a mouthful, huh? Fortunately, it looks like a herbivore, so there shouldn't be any of its mouth full of me, right?
Ooh, that's a cool new logo. So I'm a little bit curious. It looks like we're not getting our two carnivores, at least for now. Because I remember we picked Carnotaurus and Albertosaurus, but they don't seem to be joining us, at least not right now. Because I had these two other enclosures all ready to go for them. So for right now anyway, it looks like we need to start focusing at least a little bit on building actual facilities. So I'm going to just have that be over here. So let's flatten this area out as well. It looks pretty flat already, so start with power. This looks good. Alright, I am going to get a ranger station going as well, before we forget about that. Oh, no, we don't want that. We want the ACU center. Might as well just build all these now while we're thinking about it, instead of trying to squeeze them in later. I'm kind of a stickler for trying really hard to make sure that the islands look fairly organized in terms of building layout and whatnot. Okay, so we have just these puny little small substations for now, unfortunately. So I'll try to place this as center as possible. Alright, let's put a substation right about here. And yeah, there are people, so I mean we have plenty of money, but let's just get like something going here. I love just how, like, it's so simple, but just having those trees at the opening looks so cool compared to what I'm used to. Let's see here. This might be a good place to put this. Kind of hidden and out of the way, but close by to everything. Oh, our helicopter's way over there, though. So, you know, we're gonna get rid of this. This is gonna be like the welcome area for the visitors. Alright, there we go. Got a pretty solid start. And of course I want to put down an emergency center just in case things go terribly wrong all of a sudden. Alright, so now we have a reasonable, we have some income anyway, so that's good. Well, there's 4 missions here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright. Oh. Research time. Yeah, I was gonna say, probably just ran out of power, so we will deactivate this for now. Let's make this look a little nicer over here. Go. Looks a little better anyway. Okay, research Euoplocephalus, as they say it. So yeah, we are like completely starting over. There's Ouranosaurus. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, this is like a complete restart. Completely not what I was expecting at all. But kind of cool, really. It's like it's a whole separate campaign. I'm sure we're going to need T-Rex at some point. For now, let's send a team for Corythosaurus, because Corythosaurus is the only one that, if it dies, will have trouble, because it has the social needs. Alright, so I'm gonna experiment a little. Oh, okay, here we go. I was gonna say, when I was using the rock tool earlier and like nothing was happening, and I was like, what's going on here? Is this not working? But the rock tool is like, it overrides the, how do I say it? You have to get rid of the, like, landscaping stuff first before it works. Now it looks like I kind of have that area might be a little glitched out because I had a rock on it, but okay, that was pretty fast. Okay, so cosmetics and basic genes is what we got going over here. These are all basics. We have arid unlocked already for some reason. Medical treatment. Oh, can't wait to research all these. Enclosures. Fences. Large substation, yes please. I'm just gonna, while we're waiting, I'm just gonna keep on rolling with the rocks and stuff here, because I'm going to, it's not, I mean, it would be nice if you could stack them a little bit closer, but I mean, I'm going to enjoy using these a lot. It's so simple, but makes it much more interesting, I think.
Bienvenue à Jurassic World. Nous vous souhaitons un agréable séjour.
Alright, we got our Corythosaurus fossils. Now let's go after Euoplocephalus. Are there any that just have that dinosaur? Doesn't look like it. So we will go here.
It's an enjoyable stay with us.
That's cool. So you can just hover over these and it tells you the guests and the staff. That's pretty cool.
Добро пожаловать в мир юрского периода. Желаем вам приятного и безопасного отдыха.
Okay, let's see here. Do we want to put another viewing gallery over here? Alright, we'll research some stuff to help this go a little faster. We'll start with second dig team, even though that's a million schmackos. And we'll deactivate this because we're probably about to run out of power there as well. Take a drive. Probably need to refill some of those feeders anyway. Take a picture real quick. Why are you panicking? You decrease the value of the picture, dang it. I wish oh yeah, that's another thing that's supposed to be updated. The sauropods should no longer panic around carnivores. They should just kind of ignore them, except for probably the Indominus Rex, because it can actually kill them, so... This one doesn't need to be refilled, but we'll take a quick picture. Alright, dig team, bravo. Loplocephalus and Corythosaurus. Is there any other place that has it and I just completely have missed it? It only has one spot so far. I guess I should have, I wonder if it purposefully didn't give me carnivores for some reason. Even though I picked them. Kinda curious about that. But let's play around with the landscaping thing a little more. I'm still trying to figure out how this works exactly. Yeah, so that is where... In the last episode, I put some rock down and I didn't see anything and it was nighttime. So I was like, oh, maybe I just can't see it because it's nighttime. But what you actually have to do is if there's anything over it at all, you have to clear it out, apparently. Because you see this area is like a brown color. This is the dirt tool. See, this is dirt. So you have to get rid of whatever is on top of it first for you to actually see what's going on here. But yeah, like, now that it's cleared out, I can make this kind of like a rocky outcropping. Now what I'm curious is, can I make this look rocky like this? And then put a rock on top of it? Okay, you can. I mean, I was just curious because I had the rock. It wouldn't let me color over the rock, so you have to do the coloring and then you have to put the rock down. Let's try it out over here. Get rid of the rock. Check fossils first. We're getting more Corythosaurus than Euoplocephalus so far. We'll grab this. I have a feeling we'll need this at some point. Alright, so now let's use the paintbrush. Okay, it's not working here. I think it's because of this little spot right there. I need to be able to remove this. Okay, there we go. I got rid of it and now it's all rocky. Cool. Very neat. So let me see. So I have dirt down here. What if I put crag or whatever that even is? Okay, so that turns it back into grass look. Grass land looking stuff. So that's interesting. But if I clear this out, it goes back to looking like dirt. Okay. So you can't have dirt or sand or rock with plants and shrubbery on top of it, which is fine. That makes sense. Alright, more fossils. Yes, please. The game seems way more interested in giving me Corythosaurus than Euoplocephalus, though. Speaking of that, let's get a hatchery built. Because we'll need to, that's the next step, anyway, is to have a hatchery. Oh yeah, I can replace this with a large power station, thankfully. I can't stand having to place like 50 small substations when you just need one large power station or substation. Okay. We got the weather station, should we need it? No contracts, that's kind of a nice break from having to do contracts, to be honest. Jurassic tour. That building looks cool anyway. Alright, Hammond Lab. You will be right here, I think. This will be where we put you. Constructed. There's a special tree right there, that's why. There we go, and unfortunately, at least for now, we'll be relying on the tranquilize and move method, which is genuinely something that gets really old to me really fast, but that's okay. We'll just deal with it for now. Oh wow, and it tells me what's in the hatching bay. That's pretty cool. It's also new. I feel like the game, unfortunately, probably expected me to pick like 8 different species or something. I want to know what happened to Albertosaurus and Carnotaurus. Did they get sold off to Dr. Wu or something? That man loves his illicit dinosaur selling activities. Alright, don't need any of this. I'm probably gonna need to build another power station. Another research team is a million schmackos, so no thank you. I guess we'll start doing medical treatments. Alright, so Euoplocephalus is viable, but I'd rather wait until we have a little more. Let's see, can I put a different kind of tree here? Is there enough room? Okay, so these trees are much easier to place because their little circle is a lot smaller. So like it looks like I could place one here. It isn't like if you see an open spot you can place a tree. It's not that forgiving, but it isn't like, but I mean still much better than what we've had before. You still have to like leave some open space, but like I can fit a tree here. Like I never could have done that before. That would have just been a bunch of ferns, a bunch of randomly spawning parrots coming out of thin air. See, like, look at how much cooler that looks than just having it be plain. Okay. Ooh, good. We need that kind of stuff. So for now anyway, this is kind of our industrial area, I guess. I kind of just built this on the fly. We can probably fit a hotel over here later. I might end up getting rid of this and using this as like a hotel and monorail area. Probably just gonna go ahead and do that now. So that's what that's gonna be. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this. That might be a, the only way you can see it is to get the monorail to go around it. Okay, who's got what? You have tuberculosis, that's contagious. Alright, need to wait 2 minutes, so the whole park's probably going to be sick by the time that's done. Yeah, so this is a complete restart, and it did not give me anything for Carnotaurus and Albertosaurus, unfortunately, even though I chose to save them. Oh, let's see. It's like a pet peeve of mine when it names it Fossil Center 2 when, like, I only need one Fossil Center, so I just kind of rename them to just Research Center, Fossil Center, and Expedition Center. Yeah, so it even tells you, like, yeah, that I have a team available. That's really cool. Has spread, but we have the cure researched for tuberculosis. That was a pretty synchronized jump right there.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
There we go. Alright, that's very good. Research, incubate, and release Euoplocephalus. Well, what we'll do is we'll release it and see what its needs are, and depending on what those needs are, we will put it in this exhibit or we'll put it with the other guys. Euoplocephalus is at 78. I'd like to just wait till it's at 100. We can think of little things to goof around with until then, since we have all these neat terrain tools to toy with. Let's see, so it's kind of like it's almost like the game encourages you to start off with a blank slate like this and then build it up in layers from there. It's kind of cool. Alright, we're at 100% of Corythosaurus. Gonna hold off on the T-Rex for now. Well, I guess we'll go to this one next. So let's see if we can make this river here kind of continue on from here. This area here, like that, and we will smooth it out. And now let's try some We'll surround it with some dirt. Does this okay, this doesn't get rid of the water. It just gets rid of the grass. Look. Alright, so we got dirt lining the riverbed. Let's put some big rocky area in the corner here. Put some rocks back here. And we'll mix it up and put a little sand here. Well, that's bright. Wow. Just put a little sand, nothing crazy, just a little bit. We'll even cut some of it off a little bit there. Alright, now we can pick our individual select rocks, our choice rocks. Keep going to the other tab instead of the scenery one. Rock 1 and rock 6. About that. Constructed. There we go. We're getting to 100% with Euoplocephalus painfully slowly, unfortunately. Alright, so let's see. Now, grassland, coastal. We'll do some coastal shrubbery here. And then let's put some choice trees in the back over here. So, like, this is such a tiny little exhibit, but look at how much more personality this has. I'll be honest, I don't know if I like my random, really tall, creepy... There's something creepy about these trees. It's like they were used for some sort of ritual or something. I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm just gonna put normal forestry down instead, I think. Oh, I was like, why is this being so picky? I see, I have to hit the button twice now to get down here. I was like, why isn't it working? There we go. I got rid of the dirt by accident. It wasn't the plan. There we go. There. That'll do. Alright, we're at 90%. Let's add a success rate. Okay. Success rate 1.0, and we'll get our first Euoplocephalus going here. Can we see its social, or have we not unlocked that yet? We can see it. So it wants a friend, but it can deal with a pretty large population, so that is good. We're just gonna have 2 basic Euoplocephuluses. Euoplocephali. I should be able to just put them in with these blokes over here. So I'm probably just going to do that, and I'll save this exhibit for something else. Oh, it even shows me the progress, so I don't have to, like, I can just hover over it. That's cool. I like that. Alright, success rate 2.0. I'll upgrade this real quick. We have enough money, I might as well build the second power station because we're gonna need that soon. Alright, here's our second dinosaur, first one that we've hatched ourselves. Oh, it's like its own neat little hop. Oh, I didn't even notice that there's a wetland requirement now. I wasn't even paying attention to that. We didn't really get to see that one, but I love the little hop that they do. It's like the Stegosaurus hop. And the detail on that one looks pretty nice. I will say it looks pretty awesome.
Asset requiring collection. En route to collect the asset.
I'm gonna snap a quick picture of this enclosure just because it kind of shows off how much more creativity you have now. Alright, the rating needs to be at least 65. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention to that. What's this guy's rating? 55? Okay, that's my bad. That should get him to 100% anyway. Oh wow, I don't even have any of these researched. Whoops. You couldn't tell I'm kind of used to having like the whole kit and caboodle unlocked. We'll grab the defense skin toughness. That should be a good one for an ankylosaurid, such as the Uaplo.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Alright, you actually want some more forest. That's interesting.
Asset delivered.
Alright, there we go. Complete genome. Still needs forest, so let's see. Let's test this. Supposedly I'm able to just add a couple of these little trees here, and it counts as forest for the dinosaurs. Let's see if that fixed it. And it did. So if you're ever right on the border, you can just add one or two instead of having to use the paintbrush and have it spit out 50 trees at you. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so do another one of those. We could also just do an arid skin pattern, and that would get it to 67. So we'll just do that for now to get the mission completed. I think we have enough power to be able to spare turning on.
Feeder resupply request received.
Alright, so we have the objective met. I'm gonna continue on with my disease research. Once we have enough money, I'll think of doing a second research team. Where's Ankylosaurus? He's the one that... Okay, good. What skin is this, by the way? A wetland one. That's the guy that we might have issues with the social bar. These guys are actually much less picky. This model looks fantastic, by the way, too. Like, this one looks really cool. supposedly this is like with this is what Ankylosaurus probably looked more like in real life, rather than having the super thick tank on its back, kind of like more turtle-y looking. Whereas this is the Uaplo has this look of like a I don't know, a little bit more armadillo and a little less turtle look, I guess. I mean, it's still a shell, but like the turtle's shell looks more separate, and this looks more like it's a part of its body, I guess. Let's see, how is that coming along? Almost done. Pretty neat. They did try, you can tell they tried to make it look like the sanctuary map that Lockwood shows Claire in the movie. That like opens up here like this. Let's watch the little hop again.
Setting additional task.
Well, here's the arid one. This is what did I just clicked something. Here we go.
All right, now make sure our new friend is comfortable in her enclosure.
All right.
Acknowledging
Let's have an
asset
extra buddy walking around with y'all in here. Make this a little bit bigger.
assets in
Make
the
it a
air.
little larger in this direction as well. That way it's not quite so cramped in here. We'll grab our extra research team while we're got plenty of money in the bank.
Asset transportation complete.
This is the arid. That's interesting. That's like arid is supposedly. No, I won't wait. This looks like, I mean, it's pretty much all white, so it makes me think of like alpine. Well, unless something goofy happens, this little guy should be happy for the remaining minute of this mission, I would guess. I am going to change this to, let's see, defense every 5 minutes. Because there's quite a few in there. We have 2 research teams now, so let's get them going on medical treatments, just so we're not caught off guard with any of that stuff. This tree is kind of like right in the way, isn't it? So let's, instead, we will put some trees like on the flanking of it to might kind of make it look like we're hiding the exhibit, the dinosaurs. Paleobotany is used to give dinosaur species a more rich and authentic diet, improving their lifespan and rating. Research new types of plants and grow them in the greenhouse. Once a plant is fully grown, it can be stocked by a ranger team to any number of paleo feeders. Set each paleo feeder to stock the best plant combination for the dinos in that enclosure. Each species has primary and secondary preferences, as well as plants that can be harmful to it. Okay, so that'll be very interesting to see how that works and plays out.
We are going to provide our herbivores with some species of plants that were native to them during their first time on Earth. To do so, we need to start by building a greenhouse. Then, we research the plants and grow them. I hope you have a green thumb, because these plants will provide a more authentic diet for our herbivores. It's a branch of research called paleobotany, and it could possibly be the very breakthrough we've been looking for to best care for our animals.
Oh, so in addition to managing the lives of extinct creatures brought back from the dead, we're now gardeners too, right?
What Cabot hears is, that sounds expensive. So now all of them have a paleobotany bar. Yeah, there's a tab here. Satisfaction level. So the basic feeder is not harmful, but it doesn't do any bonuses for them. So you can click on the dinosaur and it tells you what feeders it most likes. So okay, that's interesting. So now there's going to be certain combinations that we have to be careful of, because it sounds like the dinosaurs won't know which ones to eat and which ones not to eat. Alright, last 2 medical treatments, then we can be done with those. Alright, so we have our new building. Oh, we have the ground paleo feeder. Okay, well, let's construct the greenhouse first. Oh, I think I have to research it. Whoops. We'll do that as soon as our last 2 diseases are done. Let's see if we can make this look a little less goofy. There we go. Alright, cool. Now let's check. paleobotany. Oh, it's literally just down here. Okay. Greenhouse, conifers, horsetails. What does it want? It wants me to research horsetails. Let's see, do any of y'all like horsetails? Horsetails harms Brachiosaurus, so that's a no. How about Corythosaurus? You like rotten wood, and you don't like horsetails. How about Euoplocephalus? Okay, this little guy likes horsetails. Alright, let's build our greenhouse. So now we have another facility building that we need to fit into our parks, which is fine because this one is very pretty looking, so at least with that. So if they want us to place horsetails, we're probably going to have to move the Euoplocephalus. Oh my god, that's
This is fantastic.
tricky to
We can now
say.
grow plants native to these herbivores. They can eat as they did millions of years ago. Once grown, you'll need to distribute these plants to a paleobotany feeder.
Okay, very interesting. Planting bed. There's an upgrade spot as well. Alright, so I know they wanted... Okay, it tells you which dinosaurs that it's good for. Avoid placing this plant in enclosures containing dinosaurs in the harmful to group. Okay. Well, that's cool. Pretty cool. Not gonna lie, pretty neat. And then you build the feeder and you stock it with it. Very interesting. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to move our Corythosaurus. But if you were looking, you may have seen that the horsetails is also good for ceratopsids, so we can keep our Triceratops in here with the ankylosaurs. But for now, we will be moving our Corythosaurus to this enclosure. You know, maybe we'll just put them in with the Brachiosaurus so it's not so lonely in here. Might do that.
Picking up asset. En route to pick up the asset.
Grow the following. So I know I clicked horsetails. Okay, horsetails is done. Let's research mosses now. Did I already grab that one? Okay, I did. Okay, stock 1 ground feeder with these plants.
Asset has been transported.
Yes, requires setup. Okay, choose plants. What is, well, I know that we can do horsetails. Okay, the pawpaw is harmful to ceratopsids, though. Okay, we'll select this. I'm a little bit confused. Like, I'm trying to make it so that it's actually in the right thing. Plant bed capacity. Alright, so I'm just gonna get rid of this, and because it doesn't say like, oh yeah, you need to actually put it in an enclosure of dinosaurs. It's just a general tutorial for right now. Okay, so now I'm just waiting for us to be able to research mosses, I think.
The cost of doing business is going up.
We're we're down on some monies, unfortunately. Alright, well we have all the diseases researched at least, so...
Adding task.
So, what I was getting at earlier anyway is that I'm just going to meet the requirement for the mission and put it here, but in this empty area, because if I put it here or anywhere else that I have an enclosure, I'm going to be putting harmful plants in with the dinosaurs, which is kind of like defeats the point.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Okay, so we can stock with all 3 of these plants now. Why isn't it letting me select the horsetails? I'm clicking A on it. Do I need to pick this first? It might just be glitching. Why is it, not letting me select the horsetails? Okay, there we go. That might have just been me not pushing the... I don't know, whatever, it's fine now.
En route to feeder.
And I'm gonna need a gate for this. Yes, I know you can't find your way into it. Okay, we're a little low on the monies, so I'm gonna wait for just a little bit to send out more dig teams.
Now we have the plants. We need to find the correct nutritional balance for each dinosaur. If we get it right, the results should speak for themselves.
My second wife was big into the whole healthy lifestyle thing. Always getting me to eat some green food or other, which was usually disgusting. And needless to say, our marriage didn't last long. The moral of my tale? Give the dinosaurs what they like to eat. Simple.
Okay, so apparently I've... oh well, I think that if I had just made an enclosure for the Euoplocephalosis to begin with, this wouldn't have been a problem. But since I already have the feeder stocked in that other enclosure, I'm just going to tranquilize them and move them over to it. Alright. Because apparently the reason I moved it into that enclosure in the first place was because one of the plants was harmful to ceratopsids. So... But I'll just leave Ankylosaurus and Triceratops together. Probably just made it too complicated in the first place by trying to make a combo enclosure. Okay, so yeah, I preferred by Ankylosaur. So yeah, all 3 of those are safe for the Euoplocephalus.
Asset Transit has commenced. Transporting asset. Asset transported.
Alright, looks like they need an extra tree or two.
Asset has been transported.
Alright, so in theory, because it has, yeah, this one's got... Alright. Sweet.
You did it. The dinosaur seems to have taken to her new menu. This opens up so many new possibilities. One in particular, a new dinosaur, another herbivore, an Ouranosaurus. Research and incubate this animal. She'll love these plants.
Alright, y'all. Ouranosaurus will be in the next episode. I hope y'all enjoyed the intro to our new ankylosaur and the paleobotany and all of our new terrain tools. I think all three of these exhibits look better than anything that I've made. I know I'm really curious to see what some of the super creative people online are going to be able to make with all these new tools. But with all that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see ya in the next episode with Ouranosaurus.